In order to generate tests, UnitTestBot interacts with V#, Symbolic Virtual Machine, developed in St. Petersburg State University. Symbolic Virtual Machine performs symbolic execution. It converts execution path of a program into first-order logic formula, and then solve this formula by SMT solver. As a result, it gets parameter value for the function that leads to this specific execution path. Let's see how it works on practice. Suppose you have the method that calculates triangle kind by its side length. There are lots of edge cases for negative sides, triangle inequality violation, and few positive cases. So you want to create tests for this code that cover all possible branches with minimum of manual work. With UnitTestBot it can be done in a few mouse clicks. Right-click anywhere inside method. Choose Generate. Test with UnitTestBot. And click OK button. After a while, Triangle Test class will be automatically generated. You can see tests for isosceles triangles, negative sides, normal scalene triangle, equilateral triangle, and many others. If we go back to triangle kind method, on the left hand side you can see on the gutter that all lines of this code are covered. UnitTestBot can not only generate maximized regression suite for your code, but can also find deep bugs. Let's see it on example of binary search algorithm. We have a function with parameters, preconditions, and loop inside. If you're familiar with binary search, you may already notice the bug inside. But let's ask UnitTestBot about it. After generation, we see that there are red tests. Let's navigate here. Now we see that this test results in some error, which is index out of range exception. Going back, we can understand that this condition leads to overflow and then lead to index out of range exception. Let's rewrite it a little. Now condition is correct, and we can regenerate tests. And now you can see that binary search tests are all green, and green bar is here. Generation errors used with UnitTestBot can be the powerful tool for your code verification. You can add custom asserts into your code. For example, here is a method that calculates absolute value of integer x. If x is less than 0, it returns minus x, otherwise it returns x. Let's verify this assertion with UnitTestBot. You can see that UnitTestBot finds the case that violates your specification and breaks your assertion. Say we have following production code: interface iNetwork that can read bytes one by one, and -1 means end of file, and we want to read all bytes from this network into buffer with this loop. Let's generate tests with UnitTestBot. Remember, we don't have implementation for this interface. UnitTestBot automatically created mock for iNetwork interface with proper setup. By the way, in failed test, it finds bug in our implementation. We forgot to put additional condition here.